Recording in progress.
Hello and welcome to another awesome video on the Disabled Explorer YouTube channel, and again on all the other platforms that I share this on. This is my second video of the day, and on this video, I'm going to do a bit of a rant and a proposition for airline travel in the coming years because it's facing a lot of sorry, it's facing a lot of challenges that it hasn't met yet in terms of accessibility. Uh, so on August the 20th, there was an actual day called Accessible Air Travel. One second. Accessible Air Travel Day, National Accessible Air Travel Day. And I think it's a great day, but it's not being uh, advocated a lot by the airlines. Nothing really is being done to change the current situation of airline travel for accessible people. You know what's absolutely unacceptable in 2025? Being told that I can't take my electric wheelchair, my legs, if you will, on an airplane because there's no space or safety concerns. Let me tell you something. My wheelchair isn't just a piece of equipment, it's my independence, it's my freedom, it's literally how I move through the world. But apparently, the airline industry thinks it's perfectly reasonable to force wheelchair users to abandon their mobility devices and transfer into uncomfortable and often painful airline seats, while our expensive, custom fitted some wheelchairs are get passed around in cargo holds like luggage. Would you ask someone to detach their legs, and check them as baggage? Because that's essentially what's happening here. I've watched my wheelchair recently. I was overseas and I came back on Saturday. I've watched my wheelchair recently, which costs more than most people's car. It wasn't really damaged this year, but in previous years got damaged. Delayed in returning to me in sometimes, and sometimes completely unresponsive by baggage handlers who don't understand that they're not just throwing around a piece of metal. They're handling someone's independence. And and then what? The person or me is stranded at my destination, unable to move freely, completely dependent on others, while the airline offers a flimsy manual wheelchair. It hasn't happened to me, but it's happened to others. Manual wheelchair that doesn't fit their body in my or their needs. The current system is not just inadequate. It's it's dehumanizing. It sends a clear message that wheelchair users are afterthoughts. Can you believe that? Afterthought. Inconveniences to be managed rather than passengers with equal rights and safe, dignified travel. Uh, Equal right to safe, dignified travel. Here's the thing that really gets me. We have technology, right? We have technology. We have the engineering capabilities available to us. We put Wi-Fi on some airplanes. We have, but not on international flights. That's okay. We created li- lie flat business class seats. We figured out how to serve hot meals at 30,000 feet. But somehow, creating a space for a wheelchair is too complicated? Tell me, how is that? How does that make sense? That's completely nonsense, actually. Here's my solution. And it's not rocket science, everybody. Every airline should have at least one designated wheelchair space per section: economy, business, first class, etc. Picture this. Picture this. A space positioned against the dividing wall between each section, where a wheelchair can be properly secured with heavy duty straps and tie downs built into the aircraft floor. The seatbelt system would extend from the dividing wall, designed to work with various wheelchair types and sizes. This isn't just about convenience, it's about safety too. My wheelchair has been engineered and tested for my specific needs. The brakes, the positioning, the support systems. They're all designed to keep me safe and comfortable. Some generic airline seats, not so much. And before anyone can start whining about lost revenue from removing seats, let me remind you the Canadian uh, or the International and American with Disabilities Act isn't a suggestion, it's the law. Making reasonable accommodations isn't optional. Charity. It's an optional charity. It's a legal requirement. Plus, there's millions of wheelchair users who would love the opportunity to travel more if airlines would just make it possible. The current system uh, for- forces wheelchair users to choose between their mobility and their ability to travel. That's not a choice anyone should have to make. I shouldn't have to pray that my wheelchair arrives in in one piece, or worry that I'll be stranded somewhere because my mobility device is destroyed by careless handling. This isn't asking for special treatment. I'm not asking for special treatment. This is asking for equal treatment. This is asking for the basic human dignity of being able to travel with and in the equipment I need to function independently. Okay, we give up the right of going to the bathroom. That's just a challenge we have to deal with. That's fine. It'll only be for a couple hours. That's fine. But going without a wheelchair is inhumane. Airlines spend billions on upgrades and amenities, but they can't invest in making their services accessible to people with disabilities. That's not just bad business. It's moral bankruptcy. It's morally bankrupt. In 2025, we can do better. We must do better. Every major airline should require should be required to retrofit their fleets with designated wheelchair spaces. New aircraft should be designed with accessible accessibility from the ground up, not as an afterthought. And until that happens, wheelchair users will continue to be treated as second class passengers in a industry that likes to talk about customer service and hospitality. Our independence isn't negotiable, everyone. Our dignity isn't an option, and our right to travel safely with and in our mobility device isn't up for debate. The industry needs to stop making excuses and waiting for things to waiting on slow going slow to improve things and make and start making changes now. Because until every wheelchair user can travel with some ease and confidence as any other passenger, we are not failing individuals. We are failing as a society. The solution is right there. The solution is right there. Right there. The technology exists. The spaces can be created and should be. What we need now is the will to make it happen. I hope that uh, Rant is okay. That's what's on my mind recently because again I just came back from Europe and that just blew my mind that we couldn't take our wheelchairs on our plane. I know it's been years. I've been traveling for many years, and this always happens, but it's still top of my mind every year. But this year I decided to make a video about it. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, everything. Show me some support on this. That would be greatly appreciated. Again, I'm on 424 subscribers on YouTube, 5 subscribers on Patreon, and I would like to go up, up, up. I hope this video can do that for you. Please, if you have a heart, no, I apologize for saying that. Please give me some support on this. That would be greatly appreciated. until next time, which will be tomorrow, with my TNA Impact Wrestling preview and WWE WrestlePalooza recap. I'm the Disabled Explorer saying, have a great Hump Day Wednesday and keep on smiling. Bye. Bye, everybody.